I will be just 5 minutes. I have a concave in the fridge that needs some countering.
Yeah.
The chat has come to the conclusion that Sean is actually masturbating right now, and that's why he's not on. They all said in unison it must be correct.
He's always talking about those broad strokes, man. You gotta get the broad strokes.
You clever dog, you, Tyler.
He does like his terms. He has like a term each month that he pulls on pretty good.
It's true. It's true.
I love how Day 9's trying so hard to erase the airplane story from his existence. But his own fans,
the
his
thread
own
keeps
fucking
popping it up,
fans
yeah.
won't let it go. They won't let it disappear. We love you, Day 9. Tell that incriminating story that you don't want people to know about because you're trying to become professional.
It's true.
Please.
Probably
And
never go away.
the wicker basket story. How about that one?
It's fun because it's like we're watching Day 9 run for president, but being held back not by a retarded brother, but his own misgivings from times past.
Yeah.
You can click on that blog and it's deleted. It's gone. It's like some big 19.
Did you see the Infested Archon blog today, Jeff?
Is there one today?
Yeah, he made one about State of the Game.
I did not. Let's see.
He said that Sean has actually been removed from the show, and in his place is just a laugh track of Sean.
It's pretty good. Those guys are pretty funny.
Then, toward the end, the funny part of the actual blog was that the last paragraph says, many fans have also speculated that all the hosts of the show will be replaced in the future. The general consensus is that JP will be replaced with a series of awkward transitions. Jeff will be replaced with a ranting resident of an insane asylum, and Tyler will be replaced with a freezer shown below, and it's just a freezer with your face on it, Tyler, and it says, "You know me, I'm just chilling."
Yeah, actually, as I read this is not their best effort. It's a good picture, Day 9.
It's true.
That was well played.
And
I like that it was replaced by his laugh track, but
see, now we're really understanding that threat made to JP in the State of the Game thread, that if he doesn't do a show, someone else will, because it doesn't take much. It takes a fucking freezer and a laugh track and someone to rant and someone to say, okay, moving on. And
yeah, I mean, that's
State of the Game.
when you boil State of the Game down to its most simplest form, that's actually what you get, to be honest.
I used to pursue things that made me angry back when I played football, because then it would make me play better.
Mm-hmm.
And Team Liquid would have been it. I should have read more Team Liquid. There's a thread, like, EG's doing really well. We're like 2-1 in this league.
Yeah.
And Zaris is like, it seems like they're just clicking. They're playing really well. And one guy quotes him, like, 3 days later. Nah, they just have the Muslim and Idra playing. The rest suck.
So, I want to know, did you get any flack in any of those threads as you were the only person to lose? And I think it was in one of the Ghost of Coaching Premier League matches. You guys went 3-1 against someone. I want to say it was Empire.
Yeah. No, I lost to their best player. He's pretty good.
Because I saw that. I was like, I bet you Jeff is just getting destroyed in some thread somewhere right now for losing that game.
It doesn't happen as much. It used to, but it's like Artos. This is actually how funny. And I hope Artos isn't listening because this will blow his head up so big. But he literally says in GSL that I'm one of the best Protoss vs. Zerg players on the planet. And now it's just like a given I'm one of the best Protoss players on the planet. Like, everyone just always is like, oh, well, yeah, it's in control. He's pretty fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. Whereas before, because of the HDH1 tournament in Husky,
you got shit on.
It was the absolute opposite. Like, I would play a King of the Hill clan war, where the winner stays, and I'd win 3 against really fucking good opponents, and then the 4th guy would beat me, and I'd do something, like he'd beat me in a good game, and there'd be 15 people who are like, yeah, well, of course he fucking failed. In control's a goddamn newbie. And it's like,
attacking the assimilator.
Yeah. I just did something you couldn't do in a million years. And they're like, well, that's because I have a girlfriend that I have sex with and I make $1 million every fucking day, you stupid, bitch. It's like, It's like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, that's when it, when he boiled down, to, or when he boiled State of the Game down to its most simplest form, that's actually what you get, to be honest.
Yeah. I just did something you couldn't do in a million years. And they're like, well, that's because I have a girlfriend that I have sex with and I make $1 million every fucking day, you stupid bitch. It's like, ugh. Yeah, Slasher brings up a good point, too. Actually, with all my coaching, too, every time I lose, that's the first thing people say,
You should
too.
stick to coaching.
Yeah. Or Combat X, I'll play that guy on the ladder. He'll be like, here's a pro tip. Don't fucking lose, you fatty. All right, dude.
For a while there, when you were doing a bunch of commentating, I thought it was more he should stick to commentating and not coaching. It's probably a mix of both, maybe.
It's all the above. It's just whatever they think can get under my skin. It's just...
Yeah.
I love the way that works. I've never been in a place in this game where I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm not going to be able to stop that Mutalisk counter or whatever. And then I'm like, I should tell them how bad of a human being they are. You are a toolbox. I think that you should burn on a bridge. That makes me feel so much better about my loss to them now. I don't know.
Fucking Combat X, man. You can actually lose to that guy.
I know.
Because, you know, it's PvP, yeah, exactly. So, but if you beat him, just tell him he should stick to being the laughingstock of TeamLiquid.net.
Okay, listen.
That's what you should tell him.
This is a pretty good
Stick to that, that's what he does best.
If I can deliver this will go really well.
All right, let's hear it.
Go for it.
I played Combat X like 8 times or whatever. And at one point there's a 3-0 string where I was beating him, and like he's just the whole time he's like, fatty, fucking fatty, fuck you suck it, fucking bitch, fuck. And I'm not saying anything the whole time. I'm just dead quiet. And then eventually, like, the game's going on, and he quiets down, and he's like, listen, I'm sorry for being bad manner, but you have to admit, I'm pretty fucking good now. And I typed, I said, that was the dumbest thing you said all day. And he wrote back, see what I'm talking about? You're so goddamn bad manner. Fuck you fucking fatty, fuck. And I was just like, that's it. I just left it at that.
Just say you're more fat than he is good at StarCraft. he wins in one way, loses in another.
I actually, part of me doesn't want to hurt him at all. Like that's actually like that's his MLG. You know, that's his GSL run, winning a ladder game against somebody kind of good.
God, I hope he goes to an MLG this year.
Oh, could you imagine?
I really do.
You know, Jeff, I think I don't know if I should do this or ever bring this up, but should we make a bet on the first State of the Game for 2011 on if Sheth will show up in an event this year?
I don't know, because this now will end up being kind of a bet.
I know, because he might actually go, man. He apparently moved out, or he's living with someone else and doing a bunch of streaming, and I don't know, man. I mean, from what you guys have told me, he's never going to show up to one, but...
Tyler, what are your thoughts? Would you make that bet?
I feel like he still has a few more in him to skip. But I think before the year's out, he's going to make it to one.
But it's the first one. That's where the bet is. Would you think he'll show up?
Oh, well, see, I don't know if I would make that bet then, because I don't... Maybe so, because the hype will be biggest on the first one and possibly the last. That he would actually show up, and possibly not mid-season, but I don't know.
Huh?
What?
I think I would take the bet that he won't show up to. Well, it's gonna be a little. I mean, the dates haven't been announced yet, but it's still gonna be a couple months, until MLG starts back up again, and I think by then he might actually have his shit together. So, I think I would bet that he is gonna show up to the first MLG.
I mean, I won't even have to make the bet then. I'll let iNcontrol handle this.
That's a sick call, though, because we're talking about a guy who, of, I would say, 10 events he's announced he's going to, he's made it to 1.
Yeah.
He went to 1 Florida local LAN, and he took like 6th, and that's his offline experience.
Well, here's what you got to do, though. This is the bettor's insight here. You have to completely ignore what he's saying. Okay.
Right.
You have to take the facts. What his situation is now. Sponsored by FXO.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving out. I believe that's a fact.
Yeah, actually, Josh Sutherland just messaged me, and he says that he's betting Sheth does show up. He has turned his back on his Jehovah Witness parents and has a sponsorship that will send him to an event.
Okay. See, these are the facts that I'm looking at, and like, I think he's a lot of times said he's going to show up to an event when he pretty much knew that he wasn't going to, but he really wanted to, and he thought he might be able to, so he told everyone he would, and then he never could. But now the situation has changed, and that's why my bet is he is going to show up.
Here's something, though, that's going to make people think I'm a prophet. In the next 2 months, he's going to reconcile with his Jehovah's Witness parents, and they're going to demand that he gives up StarCraft as penitence, or however you say that fucking word, and he will. And so he will actually sacrifice StarCraft as alms to his parents, and then he'll not show up again.
I gotta go get a drink of water, and I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm here.
What's up?
I made it.
What's going on, Sean?
Dude, not much. I'm delighted to let everyone know that I have in my possession dinner. And in addition, I love Jeff's invention of the word petinence, which is so cool, which is basically to become a pet. So I'm very excited.
That's how I intended it, too. That's what we'll be using it as.
So when Tyler gets back, we'll go ahead and get this thing started. We haven't actually started, Sean, so just FYI.
Kick fucking ass. I'm going to get some water as well to wash down all this
Fuck!
shit.
Why did I say that?
I'm so excited.
Red, how you doing over there, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm
Okay.
having